Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, and wait until you see one of the most fearless takedowns of a school board yet, and it all came from none other than a 9-year-old girl. Meet 9-year-old Novely, a student at Lakeville Elementary School in Minnesota, just 30 minutes outside of the city, that served as a flashpoint for the George Floyd riots that engulfed our nation. Take a look at what Novely had to say to her local school board meeting, and make sure to share this with your friends and loved ones. It's going to absolutely make their day.
Novely here again. The other day I was walking down the hallway at Lakeview Elementary School to give a teacher a retiring gift. I looked up onto the wall and saw a BLM poster and an Amanda Gorman poster. In case you don't know who that chick is, she's some girl who did a poem at Biden's so-called inauguration. I was so mad. I was told 2 weeks ago at this very meeting spot, no politics in school. I believed what you said at this meeting. So at lunch, I went up to my principal to tell him about the BLM poster and that I wanted it down. He said it's not coming down. I was like, yeah, it is, because the school board said on May 25th, no BLM or politics in school. He said, that's weird. They were the ones who made them. I was stunned. When I was here 2 weeks ago, you told us to report any BLM in our schools. Apparently, you know they're in our schools because you made the signs. I said there should be no BLM in schools, period. It does not matter the color you make the posters and the font you use. We all understand the meaning. It is a political message about getting rid of police officers, rioting, burning buildings down while King Governor Welch just sits on his throne and watches. We all know. Changing the font or the color of posters does not change the meaning. I am 9 years old and I know that. You expect me to believe that you did not know what you were doing by making these posters? Come on, people. I do not judge people by the color of their skin. I don't really care what color their hair, skin, or eyes is. I judge by the content or the way they treat me. MLK said, I have a dream that one day my 4 little children will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. That dream has come true. I do not care or look at the color of skin, but you make me think of it. I have Asian, Mexican, white, Chinese, black friends, and I don't care. I like them because some of them make me laugh, some are sweet and kind, sporty, or share the love of God. They are just my friends. You have lied to me, and I am very disappointed in all of you. You cannot even follow your own rules. If you're going to do that, why do we follow any rules we deemed unfit or ridiculous? I'm not following your mask rule anymore then. Get the posters out of our schools. Courage is contagious, so be courageous.
Hey gang, if you've ever been wanting to get your concealed carry permit but found the barriers and requirements too burdensome, well, there's an amazing solution to that. Countrywide Concealed is probably the quickest way for you to get your permit and carry legally in a majority of the states throughout the nation. That's right. You won't just be able to carry in your own state, but in 84% of the whole of the country. It's as quick and easy as watching a video and taking a quiz. And thanks to Countrywide Concealed, your family is that much safer no matter where you go. Getting a concealed carry license has literally never been easier. Click on that link below and join the millions of patriots who've taken back their rights and started carrying legally with Countrywide Concealed today. Courage is contagious, therefore be courageous. What an amazing way to sum up exactly what she did there. What I love about these epic takedowns at school boards is how they embody precisely the courageous virtue they're calling all of us to summon within ourselves. Right? There's more of us than these woke school board members. Let's get up and show them who's boss. Let's show them who has the real power here. Now, of course, there's a method to the woke madness that we have to overcome. There's a reason why so few actually stand up and push back like that wonderful 9-year-old girl. Professor Glenn Loury of Brown University has researched how political correctness rules our lives largely through the use of intimidation. Woke political correctness socially intimidates people and causes them to basically self-censor. Here's what Loury wrote, quote, members whose beliefs are sound but who nevertheless differ from some aspect of communal wisdom are compelled by a fear of ostracism to avoid the candid expression of their opinions. So this is, according to Loury, this is the heart of political correctness. It's the fear of social ostracism. Back in 2016, he gave an interview where he talked about the dynamics of this fear of ostracism. Quote, "My argument about political correctness is not tendentious or partisan, it's analytical. The core of the argument is that when groups care a lot about maintaining conformity of belief on some matter of critical interest to them, then the hunt for heretics is always ongoing. We're always looking for deviants. The willingness to speak in certain ways can be a sign of deviance because if speakers know that punishment awaits them for speaking in particular ways, the only speakers willing to take the risks are indeed people who are not reliable on whatever the core belief or value is." And so at the heart of political correctness is the nonstop phenomenon of heresy hunting. So this is the origin, of course, of cancel culture. All heretics must be excommunicated. And so that's how woke political correctness works. It's a bullying tactic that intimidates people into compliance by virtue of inflicting self-censorship upon them. And right, who wants to get burned at the social stake, as it were. And the amazing news here, as we're seeing with this 9-year-old girl, is that we're finding that more and more people are simply no longer afraid to stand up and face that risk of ostracism. We're no longer afraid of these virtue signaling heresy hunters. And what's so interesting is that video of that 9-year-old girl was actually from several months back, but it's making the rounds again today precisely because it captures so faithfully and whimsically the essence of what it means to be a courageous patriot. The fact is that more parents and families than ever are rising up and taking back their schools. If you don't know, school board recall efforts have absolutely exploded to unprecedented levels and numbers. There have been hundreds of recalls organized over the last year, and this is absolutely key. Many are happening even in the bluest of blue districts. For example, a few months back, 3 woke members from the San Francisco Unified School Board were recalled by parents. Some upwards of 70 to 80% of the vote. That's how much parents have had it with wokeness. Even in liberal meccas like San Francisco, parents have risen up and said, enough. We've had it. We've had it with all of this woke nonsense, particularly as school boards are trying to shove it down the throats of our kids. And as we saw with San Francisco, these recall efforts have been very, very successful. I mean, we're talking entire school boards getting flipped in states like Texas and Pennsylvania, where patriot parents took over and restored sanity to their school districts. And in many ways, it's just the beginning. So a huge shout out to Novalee. What an inspiration she was, she is, and will continue to be for the rising patriot parent movement sweeping the nation. As always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You definitely want to check out my latest video on the truth of Jeffrey Epstein finally getting revealed. This could be fascinating. You'll definitely want to click on the link here. So make sure to click on that link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.